The Last Crusader. Item number. SCP-1153-RU. Object Class. Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-1153 is to be contained in the center of a round-shaped storage facility with a diameter of 11 meters and 50 centimeters thick concrete walls. Its sector is to be equipped with standard light sources and one video surveillance device. A reinforced door with a code lock is required to prevent entry by unauthorized personnel. SCP-1153 is currently contained in the above-ground complex of Site-7 in a special storage for Euclid-class objects. Access to the facility is allowed only to personnel with 3rd security clearance level or higher, and only to personnel practicing Catholicism, Protestantism or Orthodoxy. Adherents of other religions are not allowed to enter the facility. Description: SCP-1153 is a marble statue of a 12th century knight encased in armor with a cross on its chest. The statue has a shield with inscriptions in English, see Addendum 1153-03, and a one-handed sword, also made of marble. The height of the object is 1.9 meters, and the width of the shoulders is 0.6 meters. Inclusions of a substance very close in composition to the blood of the third group, but with characteristic deviations were found in the marble, from which SCP-1153 is made. The percentage of form elements of blood and plasma in this substance is 97%. The remaining 3% belong to an unknown substance. It is assumed that SCP-1153 was endowed with abnormal properties as a result of the data expurged ritual. Most of the time the object shows no signs of life activity or any other activity. The closer a person gets to SCP-1153, the more telepathic potential of SCP-1153 increases, which allows it to learn information about the subject who gets into the zone of its influence, which is a sphere with radius of 5 meters. It is assumed that the object can even penetrate into the subconscious. At this stage, the SCP-1153 evaluates the religious preferences of a person near it and, depending on the data obtained, commits actions. The object does not react in any way to the faithful. Agnostics, atheists and undecided, indifferent people, adepts of other religions, such as Sikhism, Islam, Judaism, Buddhism and all others that are not listed above, cause SCP-1153 to have a violent reaction. The object moves and tries to kill the subject with a marble sword, hands or feet. If all the faithless die near SCP-1153, the object returns to its last point of inactivity and freezes in its usual position. SCP-1153 does not assess the severity of sins and does not check in the subject's memory whether the subject was in accordance with the commandments or blasphemed. It is worth noting that the subject does not attack children under 16, regardless of their religion. SCP-1153 does not interfere in any way with splintering off fragments of matter of any size and weight, provided that the splintering procedure is performed by a faithful person. If a detached fragment is placed closer than 5 meters from a representative of a faithless person, a fragment will move and try to get as close to the subject as possible and try to injure that person, depending on the size and structure of the detached fragment, see Addendum 1153-02. It is possible to attach the detached fragment to the statue without additional tools. In this case the fragment will merge with the object and will look as if was never separated. SCP-1153 has no emotions for those who cut off fragments. Recovery log. The object was found by Mog Lambda, data classified in Agent D Blackout in the State Historical Museum in, data classified, Russia. The Foundation's attention was drawn to a murder case in which the suspect claimed that the victim, Raju, data classified, was murdered by a stone statue of a crusader that came to life before his eyes. During the confirmation of SCP-1153's abnormal properties, Agent F, data classified, died due to being a Buddhist. The survivors successfully removed the object, removed the relevant notes from the museum records, and treated staff with Class B amnesiac. From the deleted notes in the State Historical Museum, it became known that SCP-1153 is a gift from the German magnate F, data classified, who lives in H, data classified. It is planned to visit the former owner of the object in the future to find out the details of the creation. It is assumed that SCP-1153 was created during the data classified crusade and is now 800 data classified years. The method of creating the object is unknown. Addendum 1153-01. Dr. Data Classified requested to retest the anomalous properties of SCP-1153. 2 Class D employees, a Catholic and a Buddhist, were sent into the room with the object. The object immediately became active and broke the neck of the Buddhist test subject with a marble sword and then returned to the center of the room where it froze in its usual position. The surviving subject named the organizers of the experiment, data expurged, and was punching the door with his fists, even after the deactivation of the object. The subject was brought in for questioning. The results of the interrogation were not useful for the study of the object. Addendum 1153-02. Dr. Data Classified suggested trying to take samples of the object's material. During the experiment, a hammer, a chisel and 2 Class D employees were used. Under the supervision of Dr. Data Classified, Class D employee split off a part of the object's right foot weighing 350 grams. The object was inactive, and the detached fragment was brought to Dr. Data Classified, Injuist, who was spending his free time in his office. The fragment was placed on a table in front of the doctor, and after 2 seconds, the fragment jumped in the direction of the doctor. The fragment was attached to SCP-1153 without any tools. The fragment merged with the object without any visible traces of separation. Dr. Data Classified asked not to involve him in further similar experiments. Footnote. I would give a lot to take a picture of his face after a piece of stone jumped on him. Dr. L. Data Classified. Addendum 1153-03. Translation of the inscription on the inside of the SCP-1153's shield. Dr. Data Classified, Catholic, requested to retain the rhyme, but this was found impossible. Our chorus is as pure as tears, our chorus is as omnipresent as water. Let your sinful dreams go, or you'll pass through hell's gate. Tremble before the right God only and pray to him only, but if you were stripped of your faith, stay aside and don't trust anyone. Did you enjoy this translation? Share your opinion in comments.